y'all. How are you today? Welcome to Pink Dragonfly Wings. And today is our second episode of using up book pages. And so today we're going to make this little pocket thing here. And it's a little complicated, so I hope we can get it done. But this one, if I can get that paper clip off of there, is a fold over the top. Let's get my little book here and open it up to a page here. And so this one will fit right across this way. And you don't have to paper clip it, but you can. You can paper clip it here along the top. You can clip it around the bottom, on the edge, wherever you want to. But then you can take it off and you have a big writing space on the back. Now, if you wanted to, you have, put that on there. This is on this side. You have this over here. You could just fold this up and have some extra writing for just this side. And that would be kind of cool too, because it could be a secret message. So there we go. This is what we're going to make today. I hope we make it today. And I hope it turns out right. This was a creation that I made on my own. And I'm not real good at that kind of thing, so hopefully it'll be okay. But I'm going to set you right there so you can see we are using book pages. And so on this particular, let me put my little plastic thing down here. On this particular one, we're going to use 2 book pages. Okay? And so I'm going to start off, I have a template here. This is my template. Y'all know that I don't work very well with, patterns and measurements and all that kind of stuff. But I made this. It's made out of 2 book pages glued together, and then this folds up, this folds up, this folds over. Sounds easy? It nearly ate my lunch the other day. But we're going to start out. This full page is going to be 13.5 inches long by 4.5 inches wide when we finish. But I am going to just do the words. I'm cutting the little white parts off of the edges, and I'm going to make these 2 pages 4 1/4, I think. 4 1/4 wide. Somewhere I have it written on here. Yeah, 13.5 by 4 1/4 is the total size when we get finished. And we're going to cut off this white stuff at the top, just because I'm going to make it right there, even with the words. We'll save those. I use those a lot. Turn this one over this way, and let me hold it up to my window and make sure, that we have the words in the same place on both pages. Cut that off. And the reason I cut my tops and bottoms off first is because my little cutter's not big enough to put this whole sheet in here. Now we want it 4 1/4 wide, so we're going to come down here 4 1/4 right there. Whoa, I just almost cut it. I did cut it just a little too short. But that's okay. That'll give us a little edge. No problem. I should not have cut it like that, but I did. So there we go. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one. This one turned out 4. Could be just a little bit more. We might could get rid of a little bit more of that white space. Let's try it. Well, I don't know that that's going to hardly make it worth the effort, but there we go. We gave it our good try. Like I told y'all, measuring is not my forte. Even when I have all these handy dandy little tools, it just doesn't work. So now each one of these is approximately a little over 7 inches a piece. Okay, that gives us 14 inches if we do, but we're going to overlap just a little bit and we're going to make it 13 and a half. So 13 and a half with both pages together. So we have a little bit, if I can find my pencil here, and there it is. Just gonna put a little mark here and a little mark here, just so I know where to glue. We're gonna take our glue and we're gonna glue this little section right here. Sure we are. We are, after I punch the hole again. There we go, punching the hole again. That I can't see, but there we go. Alrighty, so there we go. We're going to put our ink on here, our glue on here, and glue it really good, because we want this to become one piece of paper. And we're going to take this and put it back up to our pencil mark on both sides. And let's get a napkin here to get some of this excess glue off. We don't want it gluing itself to our table. I have just a little overhang here, so I'm going to even that up just a little bit. All right, so now we have a piece that is 4 1/4 by 13 and a half. 13 and a half. Okay, now first thing we're going to do is going to take our little template, and I made little marks here. So our overhang flap is 2 1/2 inches. So let me get my other little ruler here, just because it's a little easier to stay in frame that way. And my poor little ruler's seen better days, but let's make our words go right side up. That might help. And it would have been nice if I had done it on, but I glued one right side up and one upside down. How exciting. Yep, how exciting is that? Can you believe it? It's all right, we're going to go with it anyway. All right, so we've got pencil, and we're going to come down 2 1/2 inches, 2 1/2, and we're going to do 2 1/2 on this side, and we're going to draw a line. We don't have to draw a line. I just draw a line simply because it puts a crease in that paper, because the book page paper is easier, and it kind of is like scoring it. It makes just enough of it, a little mark, that you can then fold that over pretty easy. So we've already got our flap done. We have a flap. Now we're going to go to the bottom, which is down here, and our first fold up is going to be 1 1/2 inches. So let's do 1 1/2. And we're going to do one here, and we're going to do 1 1/2 over here. And we're going to do the same thing and make our little line as soon as I can. And we're going to fold this direction. We folded this one over, top over. This one we're going to fold top down. Nope, we're going to fold top up. Da-da-da-da. And this is going to be our first fold right here. This is going to be this little fold right here. And we're going to leave a little space in here, because we want to have a space for some washi or some whatever you want to put in here. So I have put here that there's a little space, and I've put it on the back, because we're going to turn this over. And from this fold, or from, we're going to make it another 1 1/4 inches. So we're going to do 1 inch here and 1/4, and over here 1 inch and 1/4, and draw our line. Now, draw our line. And we're doing it on the back, so that tells me this fold goes this way. All right, so we're going to fold that up, and we're going to we have it like this, just like this. So we're going to leave some space here because that's what our pocket is going to fold up on. Okay, so we're going to have to, let's turn it around, to be able to do it on the other side. See, this is this space right here that we're working in now. And this space is 3 inches. So we're going to start at the crease. Start at the crease and make it 3 inches. Start over here at the crease and make it 3 inches. The hardest part about this is trying to remember which side of the paper to put your mark on. All right, and I just put them on the wrong side. Should be on the top, on the front. So let's do it this way. Okay, let's have you stay there, and let's put this one. Come over here and put it. And it's going to be right around this little foldy piece. That's okay. We are going to work around our foldy piece. Okay. So now we're in this 3 inches right here. We have this piece done. We have this piece done, and we have our 3 inch done. So we're up here. We have already got our pocket. Okay, so we have this. This is going to be our pocket, the first one. Now this one is going to have to fold back up this way, and we are going to do that by moving over 1.5 inches. If I can see 1.5 inches. So we're going to put one right there. Come over here. 1.5 inches. We're going to draw another line. And this one is going to fold back this direction. That's going to make our second pocket. Okay. We can fold that over. It doesn't matter. We've already got it on the right side. And we have our pocket. We have a pocket here, a pocket here, and a fold over on the top. Cool. All right. This is our measuring. 13.5 inches long, 4¼ inches wide. On the front, we're going to measure up 1.5 inches. Turn it over, measure up 1¼ inch. Turn it back, measure 3 inches. Then we're going to measure 1¼ inch. Turn it over. Oh, no. And 3/4 of an inch. No, 1.5 inch. Sorry, that was my glue fold. 1.5 inches right here. So we're going to do 1.5, up, 3 inches, up, our background, our fold over. Gosh, I hope that makes sense. I'm going to do it really slow with this piece. This is our piece we're working with. We're going to move up 1.5 inches and it folds up. 1¼ inches, folds back. 3 inches, folds back. 1.5 inches, folds up. 2.5 inches from the top, folds down. Okay, hope that works. Hope that makes everybody, I think we're all on the same page. All right, so now we're going to glue. Well, first we're going to ink because it's easier to ink before we go. If you don't like to ink, that's cool. You don't have to, but we're going to ink all the way around this. And like I said, some of my words are upside down. That's okay. I kind of live in an upside down world half of the time anyway, so there we go. And then we're going to just fold, keep on inking all the way around. Inky, inky, inky. Now, I really like ink, but like I said, if you don't like inking, don't do it. This is not required. It's only for if you like it. You might want to put lace on it. You may want to color it with something else. You may want to leave it blank. Whatever you want to do with it is entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. Okay. Now, I am going to go ahead and ink the back because we are going to put some paper back here. I'm going to go ahead and ink this so that our edges are already inked. It's just easier to do when it's a folded out sheet of paper than it is trying to get in those pockets when they've been glued down. And once they're glued down, they're down. This book page paper just seeps up that glue and doesn't take long at all for it to adhere quickly and thoroughly. Okay, so we've gone all the way around the 13.5 inches by 4.25 inches. So we've gone all the way around on both sides. Now we're going to fold this up and we're going to do this side because that's our first pocket. Now I am not going to put a thumb notch in here because it's two pieces and I don't want to glue them together. You could glue them together. You could glue it right here and do that, and then put your thumb notch right there. In fact, let's do that just to make it different from this one. Let's go ahead and do that and glue this piece down. There we go. Okay. Now this one folds up that way, so we're gonna put an ink doodad around the edge on both of those. Not going to worry about that one because that one's on the back and it's going to be covered with paper. So, but we're going to glue it. So we're going to put glue right here. And we have our two pockets. And I'm going to put these together as best I can to make sure that my thumb notches are in the right spot on both of them. They're either both right or both wrong. It doesn't matter. But there we go. Okay. Then we'll come back and fill in our little thumb notch hole on both of these. And then we've got our crease up here at the top, which we did already ink, but it didn't look very dark. And there we go. So now these are glued together. No big deal. No big deal. Okay. So now we're going to take our glue and we're going to glue right here. And it's easier to glue on this side of the pocket. You know exactly where to start, exactly where to end. If you glue on this side, you're not real sure. You can guess, but you may or may not be right. So glue this part right here and right here and fold it up, and we'll get the excess glue. There we go. Then we're going to do the same thing on this one, not on this side, but on this little flappy part here, so we know where to start and where to finish. And there we go. Then we're going to fold that over. There we go. And we have now, we have a little pocket here, and we have a little pocket here. We have a fold over And we're going to put journaling paper on the back of this so that this whole thing will be journaling cover. So last time I did it with just some craft paper that I had. Let's see if I have a piece of coffee dyed paper over here somewhere. See what we have. Let's see here. Actually, I kind of like, well, I don't know about that. Oh, I like that though. Okay, let's use this. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like that too. This is just some cardstock that I have that has lines on it that I keep. I also have some paper there. I don't know. I think because we can, I'm going to use a piece of this cardstock here. And I think I'm going to use that one. I'll put these back over here and we will measure this. Now this is 4 1/4. We don't want it to be 4 1/4 because we want our edges to show. So we're going to cut this at 4 inches across this way. Okay. And then we have, it is now 7 7/8 of an inch. So we'll make it about 7 1/2. So we'll make it 4 by 7 1/2. So that's what we're going to do. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start right here. And we're going to do 4. And we're going to put our little mark right here. And we're going to do 7 1/2 down to, I think we'll just, may not be quite exactly, but I think that will be close because it's on a line there, and I like that idea. So I'm just going to cut this, and since I can use the line across here, I will do that, and then it will fit in my this little doobie-dobby, I think. Well, I don't know if it's going to work or not. Yeah, it's going to work just fine. Okay. We'll put that back over there to use for another day. We'll see what this looks like. And that is going to work perfect. Perfect. I like it. Oh, and it has a little aqua on here. We were going to use those on our tags, so that ought to work just fine. We could have made it a little bit wider, but I like that idea. All right, so let's ink this up around the edge really, really quickly. And get a little more ink on there. And we'll turn this over and glue. Put this around here. Put some glue in the center to kind of hold it down so we don't want it moving around while we're trying to write on it. And then we're going to do our best at centering it without moving it first. So there we go. Not perfectly straight, but straight enough. Straight enough. And then this is going to be the only fold that we have right here. And so we're going to fold that down. It's a little harder because it's cardstock, but that's okay. It went. And I have my little doobie-dobby bone folder thing here. We need to put some ink on the back of this. We did not do that. And there we have our journaling spot on the back. And I think that this is ever so slightly uneven at the bottom, and even though I don't measure very well, once I see that it is not even, it kind of just like drives me crazy. So, and it's just a little bit, but that's all right. There we go. And then we'll just ink that back up again. Okay, so there we go. We have that. Now then, what we're going to do is, I have some ribbon. Also have some lace. This has, and I also have some washi tape. So we have washi, we have ribbon, and what I did is, I really don't know that I want to use the ribbon because we're going to use this, and I don't really have anything that's aqua. This is blue, but it's not really aqua. So what about a piece of lace? We could do a piece of lace on this pocket, and a piece of lace on this pocket, and a piece of lace at the top, and then put our washi in between. We could do that. Okay, so let's try this one. I think this one will work best. And what we're going to do is put it right here. Okay. But I'm going to glue it simply because I know washi tape is adhesive, but I'm not sure that it will stay adhesive forever. So I'm going to pull it up just a little bit. We're going to put this little piece right in here. It's kind of a tricky thing. Probably would have been better to do this before we glued up those pockets as well. Let's see that little piece of I know I have some tweezers. Let's get these and see if we can use both hands and put this in here. Come on. It's kind of like trying to nail Jell-O on the wall. I'm going to leave it up just a little bit. That may be just a little bit too long. So let's cut just a little bit off of the end. Really, just all I want to do is cover the little place behind the hole here. Just so you can, it kind of helps it accentuate the pocket, but it would be nice if it was straight. Come on off of there before you get stuck too well. Try to get this up here. I just don't know. But I think that is going to work just fine. Let's make sure that's glued down good. There we go. And we have to do that one more time. So we'll get us another little piece here. And try this one. Put that on there, put this on here, put this in here. This is probably not the best way to do this. If you have a better idea, I am certainly all ears. That one went on a lot better. I knew what to expect. Okay, that one was better. Now then, put our washi tape up, and let's get our lace, but I don't really like that one. I think I want this one. This one is prettier. Okay, so we'll put you right there, and I like that. I like that there. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get our Fabri-Tac. This is our fabric. It works with, what is it? Paper to paper, paper to fabric, fabric to fabric. With paper and fabric, it works really well. And it doesn't dry like hot glue and then get hard. You know how sometimes hot glue will dry and get hard and then it just kind of pops off. So this does not do that. Okay, and we will cut this off here at the edge. And we'll put another one right over here. Doesn't have to have a whole lot, just enough to make sure that it adheres and sticks to the paper really well. And put that one right there. There we go. Trim that off. Put one up here at the top. Kind of hard to tell if that's coming out on that book page. It's kind of hard to see. We'll put one right up here. There we go. And let's turn this over. And then I think we should put one right here, just because we'll have it hang off the edge of the flap a little bit. So it won't, goodness, it won't interfere with the paper clip or anything if you choose to put a paper clip on it. And it just makes it look a little more finished. And let's put this here. We could put one down here, but I don't think that would look very good. That does not look good. So, I think we're done with the lace. Yes, I do. Okay. We'll put you over there. Put you in there. All right. So, we have our little pocket done and ready. Excuse me. And then what I did on the pockets, I do not want to lose my little template here because I could not make it without that. Excuse me, let me grab a drink here. Oh, my allergies. Okay, so I have these, and I made these two little tags out of index cards. That's all they are. Where's the other one that we already made? Right here. Right here. Little index card. Is that not cute? And so I think that we're going to spray these just a little bit. And we're going to get our little pad here. And let's see if I can find very quickly Speckle Deck, because I think that will work. And this is just Distress Oxide Spray. No big deal. Very cool. And I'm going to just spray lightly. I don't want it to be a whole lot. And we'll let it kind of dry a little bit. I'll dry it with the the heat gun if we need. Put that right there. Just add a little color, but we don't want it to be too dark because we are going to use this for journaling. And so we want to make sure that it stays. Let's see if I can find my heat gun. My heat gun has been dearly loved. So let's put a little bit of this heat on it. Kind of smear that a little bit. I like that look better. And then we'll put see how this one's doing. Let's try smearing that one a little bit. A little bit, not much, just a little bit. Put our soft rag up there. If you're from the South, you know what a soft rag is. If you're not, it's just a rag that you use to sop up all the stuff that's left over. So, kind of like a mop-up rag. So there we go. Alright, that will be good enough for now. And then let's get just a little bit of water here and clean up what we can. These make really cool backgrounds. They make cool covers for tags, and you don't waste your ink. So I just put that right over there and let it soak into that paper really nicely. It cleans up my little area here as we're working. And we made another something that we can use down the line. Now, I'm going to fold this in half, but I'm going to open it back up. I really just need to know where the center is, because I'm going to put our little doilies. These are some, oh my gosh, I've had these forever and a day, I think. I don't even remember when I got these. I think I got them on Amazon or something years ago. And let's fold this one in half. And this one, I inked the edges of the little doily around. I don't think I'm going to do that on this one. Orange is not my favorite color, and I'll do anything to kind of tone orange down a little bit. But this I like. So I'm going to put some glue on here. I'll put it in the center, and then just fling it a little bit out here. It's hard to get all of those little lacy pieces covered, but then I'm going to take this and match up our seam right here and just put that on in the center, or what I perceive as the center at this moment. There we go. Let that dry just a little minute. Fold this one in half, just so we can see where the center is and we match up our centers. Put some glue on this one. And then we'll put it right there. Okay. That kind of fold down a little bit and get it glued on. Now I want that to dry a little bit so that it doesn't wonky when you fold it out. So what we're going to do is go ahead. I have these little stamps, and I'm just going to put these on here. I have one for this one and one for this one. And I'm just going to put those on there just like that. Going to ink them up a little bit, just around the edges to kind of give them a little bit more definition. Now these stamps are oversized and they are glossy on the inside, on the top. So it makes inking a little more difficult, but it works. And we're going to put some ink on here, some glue on here. And we're going to put him right down here. And you do have to kind of be careful with it when you, for a while. I don't know for how long. I guess until this ink dries, because it does wipe off pretty easily because of the glossy paper. But that's okay. You can still tell that there was some stain there or something. So it works for me. And I really like the stamps. They are really pretty. So I use them. We'll put you right down there. Okay, so we have those two done. Now on these, I did put some words. I put a word on there. I put a word on, or a number. Put a number on there. Don't think I'm going to do that for these, but I am going to do the little rhinestone thing, just because I love rhinestones. If I can get them out of this little drawer here, I have some little, just some little rhinestoney things, and I'm going to put 3 of them. And I like these little black ones. It kind of picks up the black in the pictures in the stamp, and kind of cool, and I like it. So I'm going to put just a little bit of Fabri-Tac on the back of this. A little bit's all I can get on there with my fat fingers. And we will put this right there above our stamp. And I think we will put this one in the same place on the other one. Okay. And we'll put it right there. Just a little pizzazz, kind of. I'm not going to ink the cards just because I think they look really cool without it. So I'm going to fold that over. And I'm going to fold that one over. And then one more thing that I want to do, just because this lace is kind of the same color as the book page, I want to get a little bit of Evergreen Bow ink, and we're just going to ink this up just a little bit, just to add a little color there. Kind of makes it show up a little bit better, I think, than, you know. Let's do this one. Just to add a little color. We don't want it to be the dominant thing, but just a little color. And then put that back in there. And we can put our little pocket, our little little index writing journal spot, and put it right there. This is all not quite dry yet, but let's see. May have almost glued that one shut. Let's go ahead and make sure you're not glued shut. have to be careful putting that that glue on that washi tape. And kind of ink that one over that way and ink this one over this way. Come on, go down in there. And put you like that. And there we go. We have a cute little over the page hanger. And there's our little book here. So I've already got one on that page, so let's do something else. Maybe on this page we can put it right over like that, and there you go. You have a writing space on this side that could be for that page. You have a writing space on this side. You could decorate this, whatever you want to do. We could get one of those little stamps and put it back here to kind of tie it together, but I think it looks just fine the way that it does. So there we go. So now we have our complicated little two pocket tag holder thingy, my bob. There you go. All right, so there we go. Here's our prototype one. Here's this one, and I think we're done. So there we go. Episode number 2 is in the books. So we will flow with this, and you know, if your sizes are a little different, this one's a little bigger or a little smaller than the original one was. That's okay. Sometimes I get off when I'm folding and all. It's okay. It comes out, and nobody's going to see this one to compare this to, so who knows that this one's not the way it's supposed to be. So go with it the way you like it, the way you want it, and make something pretty and beautiful out of something that would be thrown in the trash. So there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed today. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share the video with all of your friends and family that also craft. Maybe we can all make the same kinds of things. That would be really cool. If you get a extra moment or two, then why don't you stop in my online store, www.pinkdragonflywings with a Z on the end.com, and see what kind of things we have in there. We have all kinds of stuff in there. And check back with us. And like I said, on Fridays I'm going to try to do book page things. And so I will see you next Friday. But until then, you be creative too. Bye-bye. See you next time.